What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you all are having a great day so far today. So, before I get into this episode of GH, I just want to forewarn y'all. For all y'all Jason lovers out there, I just want to forewarn you. I will be talking shit about Jason today. So, I'm just warning you. This is just a label. Like, I'm just warning you on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some shit to talk real quick. And if you don't like it, I'm just warning you now that exit stage left. Because I don't want to hear about it later. Just saying. First and foremost, Jason is trash. I'm sorry, but that character is trash. Like, there's no character growth for him. Every time Jason come back, I always think, like, the first time he came back, I was excited about it because I was like, okay, we might get something different. Nope. That's why I lost all hope when they announced that he was coming back this time. Because I already know it's going to be the same bullshit. His little love affair with Carly and Sonny and, you know, like, his little allegiance with them. And like I said before, I love the loyalty. I do. I admire loyalty in people. My issue is that loyalty comes with a heavy price tag. And today's episode just proved once more why Jason's character is just garbage. Like, there's no character growth. You don't really see nothing different with him. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying he got to abandon, you know, his people. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? It's just let the chips fall where they may sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Carly handle shit on her own for once, instead of always trying to be her damn protector. If Carly is so big and so damn bad to do everything on her own or do things against the advice of others, let her handle that shit on her own. Because I feel like these RICO charges, he should have fell back and let Carly handle that shit on her own. You know? And I did not feel sorry for Jason not one bit when he tried to go off on Jagger, talking about some, oh, you let my mother think I was dead. You lied to me about us being, you know, in high school together or whatever the case. And I'm like, sir, you let your mama think you were dead. You let your kids think you were dead. That was on you. Don't try to flip that shit on Jagger. And I love how Jagger didn't give not one fuck. Jagger did not care. He was not moved by nothing Jason said. He wasn't moved. He was like, listen, we need to get Pikeman. I need to find out who in charge. You need to help me do that, period. Jagger ain't give two fucks. Listen, Jagger ain't care no more than hen piss. That man did not care. He was like, listen, we still got a mission to complete, and we will complete it, period. Jagger ain't care. Like, Jason, you could tell he been hanging around Sonny too long. Like, sitting around there blaming other people for your mess. You could have got in touch with your kids. You knew what you were doing. You knew that you were protecting Carly. And that's, to me, what makes him trash, because you rather protect Carly than be there for your own kids. Like, his son has been through a lot. Jake has been through a lot. Danny is currently off the fucking hook. Like, this boy is vaping. Lord only knows what else he out here doing. And where was Jason at? Protecting Carly. As usual. You know what I'm saying? I have no use for Jason at this point. I really don't. There's no growth with his ass. It's just not, because that was some trash ass shit. And I don't even know why I was surprised that Carly was the one he was protecting. I don't even know why I was semi-surprised. I shouldn't have been. I set myself up for that, because I shouldn't have known. I knew it had to be either Carly or Sonny. It had to be. Because I'm like, who else committed a crime that he would protect? Nobody else really committed a crime. So I'm like, it had to be one of them. I ain't even know that shocked. I'm like, no. I had a feeling it had to be somebody. Jagger was kind of irritating me when it came down to Anna, though, because he's sitting there telling Anna that, oh, this is the Fed's case now. He be talking to Anna like she a criminal. I understand why he can't fully trust her. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because of her little, you know, little friendship with Sonny and stuff like that before. I get it. But it is her jurisdiction at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? For him to try to imply like, oh, well, you were with the WSB at the time that Pikeman was working with them or whatever. Okay, they ain't had shit to do with her. She wasn't working with Pikeman. They ain't had nothing to do with that woman. Absolutely nothing. I'll be so ready. I'll be so happy when Anna pop Jagger upside his damn head, because I'm about sick of him sometime. He worked my nerve. So anyway, moving on from that. I love the scene with Curtis, Portia, and Aunt Stella. Everybody need an Aunt Stella in their family. And I think everybody has an Aunt Stella in their family. At least one. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all all got that relative that tell it like it is. They don't bite their tongue. They're a little busybody, a little nosy. But it comes from a good place. You know, I think a lot of us got that relative. Maybe one or two. You know, they mean well, but they just too nosy. Be all up in your business. But I definitely agree with Aunt Stella, though. I felt like, you know, Curtis should tell Portia about him being able to stand and, you know, take little walks, little steps and stuff like that, you know, because I know it's his journey, but the family has done this journey with him. And I'm glad that, you know, he didn't really argue her down and be like, nah, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Please keep that secret. I'm glad he didn't. He finally listened to her. And, you know, when Portia came back in the room, he was on his feet. He was standing. And I loved every minute of it. I said, it's about time. Damn, tell that lady, you know, don't try to lie to that lady. Tell her the truth. And I'm glad he did. And it was good to see him standing and taking some steps. I'm happy that Curtis is starting to walk again. Thank God. You know, because I'm getting tired of folk getting shot and being in a wheelchair every minute. We done seen that shit for months with Sonny. I said, I can't go through this again. Lord. So I'm glad he could walk again. Well, you know, he's taking those steps. Good for Curtis. Moving on from that, Drew and Nina. I found their dialogue today very interesting. It's something about Drew and Nina in these episodes. I feel like they're about to have some hate sex. It's something about them. Like the way that they keep trying to antagonize each other, the way they be looking at each other. I feel like they might be about to get down with the get down in a minute. But I love how Nina chewed Drew ass up about Carly. Because she clocked his tea. She clocked him. She was like, you broke up with her before she could break up with your ass. Because you already knew it was coming once Jason came back. Nina called that shit. I love it. She ain't sugarcoat nothing. She knew it. Even if Drew tried to deny that shit, she knew it. But it's about time that, you know, Drew got some sense put into his head. Like, I loved everything he said to Nina today about revenge and stuff like that. You know, because it's what people have been telling Drew for months now. Living well is the best revenge. I don't see why he would want revenge on Carly anyway. Because him getting revenge on Carly, all that's going to do is make her family turn against him. You already know Michael and Willow and everybody going to turn against Drew if he turned against Carly. Or if he tried to do something against her. You know what I'm saying? They all going to start looking at him funny now. And I don't think Drew want to deal with that. I don't think he do. So he felt like, you know what, let me move on, which was the smarter option. Because him trying to go after her just because she broke up with him or he broke up with her or whatever because Jason came back, that would have been stupid as hell. Like he said, he the one that dumped her. Even though he knew the writing was on the wall, don't matter. You dumped her, so move on. And I don't know, I just feel like something gonna happen between him and Nina. I could be wrong, but it's just the way they was acting with each other today. Like, they could have just got busy on that desk at any given moment. That's how they was acting. But Nina know that she got Drew by the balls. Because she know he can't run Crimson without her. You know, he's sitting there, oh, well, I want you to forward that piece to me. We should work together and stuff. Sir, why does she need to work with you? Don't she got complete autonomy over Crimson? I mean, I know that was her past contract, but I need to know the details of the new contract. Because I would have definitely gotten that autonomy back if I was her. Like, I'm just saying. Like, I ain't about to sit here and run every story past you. Hey, hell to the no. I'm about to run whatever story I want to run. And Nina need to just move on from Carly at this point. Like, I understand she's still bitter and upset because she felt like, oh, you know, I lost everything. And, you know, nobody holds Carly accountable. She don't hold herself accountable. I mean, everybody who know Carly know she gonna get away with murder. Everybody know that. So it's like, why keep being upset about it at this point? It's like, move on. Like, unless Nina gonna go over there and bitch slap Carly and they gonna get into a fight, move the hell on with this, please. Because all this bitching back and forth about Carly is just rather annoying. It's like, if you're not gonna do nothing about it. I mean, at the end of the day, she already called the SEC on the girl. You got your little revenge on her. So what else do you want to do? What else you want to do? I mean, Nina might as well just move on from that at this point, you know? Don't get me wrong. I totally get where Nina coming from. You know, she's sick of Carly always getting a slap on the wrist and stuff, and I get it. I completely get it. But it's like, what else can you do to her? I mean, unless you're going to try to do something, another tactic to get revenge on her, I mean, what can you do? So anyway, moving on from that, I didn't really care for the Dex and Detective Bennett scenes. I didn't really care about that crap. Because for Dex to sit there and say, oh, he want to become a cop because he can make a difference. I'm like, sir, you ain't had no passion to become a cop. You just got offered that position. So don't sit there and make it seem like being a cop was a lifelong passion, because it wasn't. He never mentioned before about wanting to be no police officer. So don't try to make it seem like that was always a passion, because it wasn't. I don't know what they plan on doing with Dex, with him being a cop. I mean, I don't know if they plan on keeping him around long term or killing him off, because you know how they do some of the cops in the PCPD. You know, you're expendable. But, yeah, I don't know what the long term goal is for Dex. Like, I have no idea what they plan on doing with him future-wise. I don't know. Hopefully not him and Jocelyn, because I can't stand them as a couple. I just find that shit to be just as dry as paint. You know, watching paint dry is just, I find watching paint dry actually more entertaining than the two of them, to be quite honest. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a cute little scene with Jocelyn, Donna, and Carly trying to make lasagna and stuff. I was like, yeah, it's better off for somebody else to make the lasagna, because we all know Carly ass can't cook. We all know that much. But it was a cute scene, you know what I mean? Willow, I don't understand Willow. Like, she's mad at Nina for all the stuff that Nina does, but yet you're sitting here aiding and abetting a fugitive, though. She has no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Instilling antibiotics and stuff from her workplace and could have got her boss fired. She ain't had no problem with none of that stuff, but you got a problem with shit that Nina did? That is some ass backward stuff. I'm like, please, that's some, I'm telling you, it's some hypocrisy going on. And the funny thing is, when Carly found out Willow helped, Carly didn't really care. Carly was like, oh, thank you so much for helping Jason. So you don't care that the mother of your grandchildren could have went to jail? She could have got, you know, went to prison and lost her career over that? Just so she could help your precious Jason out? I'm like, really? Willow, she need to leave that family alone, because she gonna either be in dead or she gonna be in prison fucking with the Corinthos. I'm just saying, like, she need to move away from them, because they got her doing illegal shit, even though she a grown woman and she chose to do those things. It's like, but still, would she have done those things if they weren't, you know, she wasn't married into that family? Like, I'm just saying, criminal behavior is the norm for that family. It really is, honestly. But Michael, I'm not gonna lie, Michael, I feel like he needs a storyline outside of the Corinthos family. Like, he needs a storyline away from Sonny, Carly, Jason. Like, he needs something. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him an ELQ story or something. Like, something that just focuses on him and Willow, maybe. Like, I don't know, just something away from his mama every 5 seconds. Cause I'm like, that's just unnatural. It's just very unnatural and unhealthy. I'm like, everything he does involve his mama some form or fashion. I'm like, move him away from her. Like, please. But it was a cute little dinner scene with them, though, at the end. I kind of liked it. But that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.